All right, well, it looks like they're wasting no time. Are our casters ready?
I'm ready.
All right, it looks
You
like
don't
the
need
players
me.
are ready too. Forecourt, take a breather.
All right, I will. I'll see you after this.
Let's see after.
All right, come on, Chad. I know you guys have stuck it out this long. This is the grand finals. We're going into the first match of the last best of 3. Let's get some hype on for your 2 finalists. On the blue side, we've got Linan2332. On the red, we've got Majus, the battle of Dropzone Nation.
This is for it. This is it. This is the best of 3 finals, and on our first round, we've got Hivebuster, Total Vision, and Boss Slayer. Oh, I can't wait. I hope they go for Boss.
All right, now Linen's running that double gunner tank. Majus sticking with the knockout widget and fury build we saw earlier. So will Rapid Repairs hits again? It looks like his plan originally was just to take that knockout to level 2. You can see kitted out completely with level 2 gear. So we'll see those other rigs get those levels early on, and maybe we'll see the same kind of play that we saw last time. In the beginning, already Fury, what is Majus doing? Was upgrading a rig and was not paying attention,
Deja
apparently.
vu.
Losing out right at the beginning here as Knockout and Widget just farm on the top. I don't know what was going on there at all. But I guess that's it. It might be a bit of a shallow victory, but it's a quick one. The good thing, I guess, the upside about losing a rig that early is that they're only off the field for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So it could be worse. There aren't any cores at stake, and all you really do is miss out on that initial farm. There isn't any Eradicate on the field. Hivebuster and Boss Slayer, so both endgame objectives.
And
a
no-
little oops there from Majus.
Yeah, and no first blood. So yeah, if there's gonna be one time to lose a rig that early, it's this exact situation.
Yeah, Linan didn't really have the positioning to really convert that into anything like a total vision push or anything like that. So simply getting a couple uploads, Fury's already back out on the field, harassing both Vanguard and Vice, shuffling those cores back, and now Vice on the offensive on that forward vision tower. Knockout grabbing a core and heading back in.
So yeah, Vice is doing his best, but he knows what's coming, so he's just gonna get out of there. Both players, both Knockout and Vice have their Dino Vortex online. Maybe there'll be a back and forth grab of gravity. Doesn't look like it, and we've got Fury in the bottom left taking a good amount of damage. Nope, I'm sorry, she's full healed. I read that wrong. Knockout is melting away a bit.
Oh, double vortex.
Wow, interesting that Knockout tried to use her vortex at the same time that Vice did, and Vice is the one that took over.
The old double dino.
Rawr.
Fury again might be going down for a second time here. That combat rush isn't
Oh,
activated
there
quite
it is.
yet. And Knockout doesn't look like she's far behind. Might want to hit that Thresher Flail, activate that passive speed boost, does at the last moment. And this time around, Linan recognizing the opportunity to get that total vision.
Yeah.
Widget is 2 beat up and still sitting at level 1. So far, the points only 5 to 6 on the squad levels right now, and Fury's sitting on one of those, so only a level 1 and a level 2
Ooh,
rig sitting
ooh.
against these 2 level 2s. Vice getting a kill, getting a little more Amoeba protocol, and Knockout is
Knockout's
just...
got to get out of there, Knockout, because there's just no hope for you at this point. Oh,
I don't know what the plan was there. That was
Down a
Majus
vortex.
just dropping the
Yeah.
ball, feeling... Drops a GG?
no. Did he drop the G? Linan dropped the GG.
No, that was...
Oh, I'm sorry,
That was
Majus.
Majus.
Yeah.
That is a quick round
Wow.
1, question mark?
Wow. Little known fact, when I first started working at Sparky Pants, Dino Vortex wasn't around, and everybody started calling it, hey, this is coming back from prototype days, and I always thought Dino Vortex was literally D-I-N-O, like a dinosaur.
I kind of wish it was Dino Vortex.
Me
And
too.
just a swirl of raptors
A
emanated
swirl
from the
of raptors
rig.
would be nice.
Forecourt, what's your post-game analysis?
Well,
You thought you were getting a break.
wasn't really much. I'm trying to get a hold.
Oh man, it looks like all I can really say is Majus dropped the ball pretty hard there. I don't. Do you think maybe he intended to switch his loadout and he just was feeling like he got on the back foot and then was already not in the mindset to play these squads? I don't know what was going on, but towards the end there, it felt like he just stopped controlling his rigs almost.
He's not answering me yet. Okay, here we go. He resigned.
Okay.
Next game.
So,
okay.
next game, all right.
All right, he's just all right. I mean, he could just be trying to gather his wits, doesn't want to get himself into that angry point in the game.
It could have been the build. It could have been just he got on tilt and he wants to reset. It could have been the server that he's not admitting. I mean, there's any number of
Yeah, I
reasons,
mean,
but
there's a... Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's been a long tournament. It's super late for him as well. So, I mean, at this point, your mental stamina is pretty important.
I don't know. If you're playing Dropzone, I think you're a winner regardless.
That's exactly the right attitude to play this game, my friend.
Linan gonna kick me out DZN. Gotta try hard.
Oh, man.
Good luck.
All right, so here we go. I mean, this could be it. Linen's one up after...
I mean, I'm hoping for a best of three.
I mean, I always want that ace match. You know me. I think everyone else does too. No one likes those 2-0 sweeps in the finals, but Linan came out of the gate swinging. Majus just straight out on the back foot from the very beginning and had to throw in the towel early. Here he is, fresh and rejuvenated. Let's see. He did stick with the build.
So it wasn't the build. It wasn't the build that put him on tilt. So I wonder if it was just some micromanagement mistakes or something, but maybe maybe it was the map. Maybe he's gonna just fare better with Mind the Gap with this build.
I hope so, because he's got 15 minutes to prove that he can stick it out, and otherwise, Linen's gonna take this nice and easy. Vanguard, Fury, and Vice just farming up those hives. No one playing super aggressive yet. Knockout now, jumping the gap, hitting that field. Now activates the Shredder after Vanguard is nice and low.
Oh no!
And that's such good timing. There goes a complete reversal from what we saw last time. Linan finding himself out of position against that knockout.
Yeah.
Jumping over the gap. No surprising no pressure from Fury. Here it comes. Jumping over there. Doesn't even know that Total Vision's under duress right now. Vice is moving in. Will be able to stop that, at least initially. But Fury's only level 2, still going to have to do a lot of kiting to slow down that Vice.
And that Vice was attacking instead of focusing down that rig. There was just some time there that it was taking down some Kavash.
I think that's fine. Eradicate is on the field. I would want to be protecting that Eradicate bonus objective here,
That's
especially
true,
after
too.
losing that initial rig. And now Knockout farming the opponent's side, and that's exactly what you want to be doing. 10 Kavash up with all your hives up on the map still.
And look at Majus in the bottom right, taking over that enemy territory hive, getting in as much kills of those Kavash as possible. It's 70 kills to 48, climbing rapidly, 75 to 49. I'm pretty sure Majus is going to be able to take this as long as he doesn't kill that center and top hive.
Yeah, I mean, there's time for some things to go wacky here. There are 2 rigs jumping over, hitting that vision tower. Now Vice deciding to fall back, seeing no opposition. Maybe moving into the opponent. Yeah, here comes the spread on all the towers. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't think Majus sees it. Now Knockout hitting all the abilities, trying to get that speed boost over there to stop that sudden vision tower pressure.
We do
have Vanguard coming in from behind to try to get some pressure on. Fury falls back, Knockout and Widget now holding the tower by themselves. But Linan has no reason to hang back. Knockout's both of her cooldowns have been burned. Has to be careful with that Vanguard though. And Fury coming in from the rear.
Oh, and that's the shot from Fury from a distance. Widget and Knockout are just barely... Oh, and Knockout goes down, not going to make it in time. And Fury versus Fury, but
look
those
at that.
flames...
That Widget's so weak.
Ooh, God, that Widget, all she could do is a little bit of that nanite to hurt Vice and take down...
Both players dodging back around. The rig goes down. Total Vision scored 4-0.
This is not good.
And this isn't looking any better for Majus this time around after that initial kill.
And the poaching of both cores.
Yeah, I mean, this is rough.
It's going to be 6-0 with 11 minutes remaining.
No, I mean, you don't want to be losing 5 cores of the initial 6 on top of losing an objective. He does have Eradicate as a potential, but being 6 points down with only 3 minutes into the game can't feel good. I mean, all you can say to yourself at this point is, I have plenty of time to bring it back.
Okay, so, and his Widget is level 1 right now, so he's not bringing in rapid repair at all.
At least not for the time being. I mean,
Or-
I don't think it was uncommon for him to go straight into the Fury knockout 2 and 3.
And then sink all the points in a widget? All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that brings all of his aggression immediately online, and then he can start bringing Widget online beyond that. She is level 2 now, so we can start seeing it pop up.
Unfortunately, it's just not working for him in this match. All that aggression, and he's still down.
I mean, losing as many rigs as he did early is pretty rough.
Yeah. He is going to get that Eradicate. There it is, an extra point. But,
So 2 to 6, about to be 2 to 7. Not unrecoverable, certainly, but he's gonna have to start putting some pressure on that Ball Slayer as we get into the kind of mid-game series here. And let's see. Ooh, Knockout might find a tasty target over here. This Fury very low with the combination of Dino Vortex and that Thresher Flail. Is it gonna be enough? No, Fury's too quick with the combat rush to get on out of there. Vanguard now finding herself stranded as well. No one wants to take that Knockout one-on-one, and I can't blame her. That's a bruiser that's looking for blood.
And yeah, what a perfect counter to that chasing lawnmower, because once your health is super low, you're running out of that with Combat Fury, Combat Rush. You're running right out of that Thresher Flail.
Yeah, with Combat Rush, you really need to kind of plan an end fight burst to finish off that rig, or they're likely getting out of there. If you just sit there and do that kind of sustained DPS, it's not going to be enough.
So Majus was able to, and a little bit of a whiff there on the Dino Vortex. Majus has uploaded his 4th core, so 4 to 8. Knockout is super low on health for Majus. He's going to have to go home and, he's got some burst, some healing from Widget there.
Yeah, Widget's trying to keep things healthy a
Yeah.
little bit. Another upload coming in from that Vanguard. Neither player putting any pressure on the bosses as of yet, but I feel like that's kind of Majus's last way to get back into this, because Linan got his first victory. I mean, he's probably flying high right now after a 2 or 3 minute win.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know Nanite Ray, the way it works is that if it hits an enemy, it takes damage off. I mean, it gives damage, and if it hits a friendly, it gives health. So really good usage of Nanite.
Oh my gosh, and that's one downside to that knockout build, is that after you activate that Thresher Flail, you don't have an easy way to escape. Both Dino Vortex pull the rigs in, and Shredder Field. There's a lot of flails and fields and all kinds of nonsense, but that lowers your armor to 0, so once you hit that flail, you've got no escape until that cooldown hits.
Yeah, I actually prefer using that technique against the Kavash, not against 3 rigs, especially not a gunner and a tank. 2 gunners and a tank. I mean, that's just, you're asking for trouble, I think.
I mean, it's a tricky situation when you have that much damage on you. You have to do something to try to get out of there faster, but sometimes that armor bites you in the end. Widget going for the upload right now. Vice over here with the Dino Vortex can deny it if she so chooses. But let's see if
timing it to the
Linan...
very end. Yep, perfect timing there.
I mean, even so, I mean, that just wastes time. Even if you're unable to stop it again, it slows down your opponent, and it's kind of just frustrating more often than not. Widget
And
finally
right there,
does have
she had to
to
pull
fall
off.
back.
So 5 to 9 with 8 minutes remaining. Majus is still in it, I'd say. 5 to 10 now.
Still in it, but I mean, both players are uploading, and this gap has stayed at 5 points from the beginning of the game. Both players are kind of uploading at the same point, and Majus needs some sort of big play to close this gap. If they keep up this trend, all it's going to be is a 5-point game at the end of the match. So the onus is on Majus to get something done here. He needs to get a rig kill. He needs to put some pressure on Boss Slayer. Something needs to happen more than what it is right now. Just playing the upload race isn't gonna do it enough as it stands.
Yeah, what's so hard about Boss Slayer at this point of the match is, unlike Alpha Strike, with Alpha Strike you could have 2 rigs taking on alphas and 1 rig maybe floating around the uplink to defend it, to stop the constant uploading of cores. But with Boss Slayer, oh gosh, Dino Vortex and stunning entry, brutal, but Widget will escape.
Yeah,
Will Fury, that's the question.
And it kind of seems like a lot of cooldown burn
Oh, no.
without a kill, but really that's all Linan needs to keep doing, is just just route the enemy. He doesn't even need to take them out at this point. So long as Majus is getting routed from the uplink and those uploads are continuing at the same pace. I mean, the score's even starting to widen a little bit at this point. Now it's to be a 6-point advantage, potentially 7 if Vice manages to get that dunk down as well. Everything's pretty healthy. Knockout's moving in for a kill, but probably too weak to really do much about it.
Yeah, and the Kavash on the back end of Majus is just, that's making this extra hard. And just then he brought in down a Vortex, which pulled in some Kavash that could have disrupted the auto attack priority.
And look at this unrelenting Linan. And again, like you were talking about, these Kavash, they've been doing so much damage on the back end, just standing on those rockets. Look at all that damage.
No,
now they have to
Knockout's gonna
retreat.
go down.
Knockout goes down. Will Fury go down as well? One last hit, not quite enough. 25 HP, just narrowly escaping death. Again, that double kill could well have been the end. But now with just 2 rigs still on the field, there are 2 injured gunners. Let's see if Linen's pushing his luck a bit too far. Of course, we do have Vice out here with the ECM locks, even moving into position to use those if need be. And now, oh my gosh, Linen's even turning back around, trying to maybe even steal another kill, but the rapid repairs are up, and it might have been an overextension from Linan. Linan losing 1 rig, will he lose a second? Playing a bit too aggressively. Fortunately for him, there's just nothing on the map. This doesn't really matter losing that rig because there's no cores anywhere. Even with Majus tied at level 10 and winning the best of that team fight, all in all, kind of baiting Linan into trying to get that extra kill. Linan was playing a bit brazenly and almost paid a lot more dearly than he expected, but still a 7-point game.
Now here, that's a beautiful use of Shredder Field right there on Knockout, taking off all those Kavash, and I think she has something that is giving her some health back per Kavash death. I always forget the name of that software.
Knockout has threat recognition.
There we go. Yes.
But that gives you regen based on
vision of
enemy rigs and alphas.
That's right. Yes.
So some total vision pressure coming in. Fury just making sure there's no move on the boss, but I guess we're looking at 5 points now. So maybe, I mean, I feel like he's got to go for something here. That might be. Gosh, he's terribly out of position right now, though. Widget has to walk through the enemy team to get into battle position right now. You don't want Widget far away from everything. You can kind of have Fury away from maybe Widget and Knockout, but I don't see the end game plan there. He kind of just recognized he had lost too much health before that team fight even started, and now the classic tank upload double gunner interference right now. All the Shredder fields and everything is going down.
Unfortunately, Majus was able to steal one of those cores, but will it be enough? I don't think so, because Vice... Oh, there's the stunning entry from Fury. Oh no, and Majus is going down 1 rig already. Widget is so close to death as well, but Vanguard on Linen's side is very close. He's got the...
Whoa! Rapid repairs had just come off cooldown, but didn't hit the button quick enough. That was so close to keeping that Widget alive. Maybe Widget and Knockout would have been able to stop something on this Vice and Fury. Linan, oh man, Linan throwing the offensive good game here early.
Oh, that's a
bit brazen there.
Bit rude, but it's all right.
Called GG.
What did he say?
Majus already called GG. It wasn't nothing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Linan
taking it handily. I mean, that was
2-0.
I don't know if Majus was just a bit too worn from those past matches or what, but that was a decisive set of wins from Linan in that final match.
So congratulations, Linan. You are the winner, first place, and second place goes to Majus.
And I mean, what do you think that was the fault there from Majus forecourt? Do you have any particular insight on that?
The big reason why I didn't expect to see Knockout is that while she does actually have a lot of speed, she does tend to get kited, and especially with Shredder Field against a double gunner burst, she can kind of get knocked out herself, right? So we actually
definitely
saw a little bit of that, like the underwhelming impression of the Knockout. Sure, she got first blood, but overall, she's kind of underwhelming at that point. Now, Widget coming in with the mechanical heals would have been great. It was on a cooldown when you went to the fights. You couldn't actually guarantee that. And the Fury and the Gunner by themselves there from Linan with the Vanguard there as well. Like, he just executed so many good, stunning entries. it kind of...
No, I was going to comment actually on his timing of stunning entry. A lot of folks use that as an engage, and I think it's so much better to use mid or late team fight to secure yourself a win. I mean, some people, I guess, feel they need that to stop the initial game plan of your opponent, maybe throw them into a fluster. But when you can lock down those wins, or especially with Widget, stop that later on sustain and healing. I mean, we saw line them up, knock them down.
Worked out well. Yeah, Linan goes undefeated in the tournament to take home first. Majus has a little bit more of a bloody road to the top, but you know, second place, not too shabby. Hopefully you guys can get some sleep and we can go at it again tomorrow of the DZN.
All right, that was it for us. Congratulations to all our players. Our winner, Linan. Second place, Majus.
Third place, Shruti.
We'll catch you guys next time.
See you next week, Belters.